I've been waking up slow with the weight in my chest, like the sun forgot how to shine in the west. And I smile when they ask, say I'm doing just fine, but there's thunder rolling quiet in the back of my mind. Some days are light, and some days I fake, and some days I break for my own damn sake. Well, the thing is, I'm trying, even when the voice in my head keeps lying. It's a war just to get out of bed, but I breathe in deep and I face it instead. No, I'm not alright, but I'm fighting to be. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I got friends who don't call, and I don't blame them. Hard to hold space when your world's gone vacant. And I wish I could tell you what's missing inside, but it's foggy in here, even with open eyes. I wear my silence like armor, I know, but there's hope in the cracks where the light starts to show. Well, the thing is, I'm healing, even when I don't trust what I'm feeling. Every scar is a line in my song, every stumble's a sign. I've been walking this long, and I don't have the map, but I've got my feet. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I won't lie and say it's easy, but I won't hide the storm inside. If you're walking through the darkness, take my hand, we'll walk side by side. Well, the thing is, we're learning, and the fire in our hearts keeps burning. Even when the night feels too long, the strength in the fact we go on. So if you're not okay, let this song set you free. 'Cause the thing is, you're still you, and that's still enough for me.
How you doing? Welcome in, everybody. So today's live is sobriety and mental health. And before I start, Mo and Company, how you doing? Miss Liability, how you doing? And thank you for the compliment. I wrote those lyrics. You guys are going to learn a little bit about me. I'm going to get personal in this live, talking about sobriety and mental health. And hopefully somebody can relate. So I'm going to get it started. And then I do have the panel link pinned if you want to come up afterwards. So drinking alcohol is widely accepted. I'm going to do share screen. I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to post a link in chat. That's too long of a link. They should do shorter. That's too long of a link. I ain't posting that whole link. I'm going to post this link. Buck Cherry Lover, welcome in. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the loss of your son. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I could reach through Buck Cherry and give you a hug, I'm so sorry. Oh, my word. So I'm a recovered alcoholic. Okay. And I want to share, I'm not, man, Buck Cherry, um, what Mo said, prayers and strength, because it takes a lot to say what you just said in chat. It takes a lot of strength. Addiction is tough. You know, I was never a substance abuser. I was an alcoholic for 15 years. And I used alcohol as a band aid to cope with problems I was afraid to face. Even when people around me told me I needed help, I would tell them no. I could do it on my own. And I couldn't. I needed help. And I eventually got the help I needed, and some people don't. And this is the reason why I do what I do. Because there are people in this world that face battles alone and they lose to the battle because they're afraid to reach out. And Buck Cherry Lover, if you're still listening, I'm going to give you my email address. If you need to talk privately, you can reach out to me. Robin the Hood 813, how you doing? So with me, alcohol was my substance of choice. I had AUD at a young age. I had alcohol use disorder. So drinking alcohol is widely accepted as part of socializing, celebrating, and unwinding for some people. Drinking alcohol is a means of escaping problems and drowning sorrows. And that was my problem. Unlike many illicit drugs, alcohol does not create immediate dependence. However, a couple of drinks can eventually turn drinking alcohol into a coping mechanism. That was me. The occasional drink can turn into frequent overconsumption, potentially leading to alcohol use disorder. This can lead to a host of physical and mental health issues. Mine was more mental health. Alcohol affects the brain and behavior. So they did a study in 2022. 753,000 Americans aged 12 to 17 had AUD in the past year. This is particularly worrying because adolescent brains are more vulnerable to the negative impacts of alcohol. Drinking too much at this age can lead to long-lasting changes in the brain structure and function, and it affected me. Overall, alcohol interferes with the brain's communication pathways. It affects the parts of the brain that control balance, speech, memory, and judgment. Over time, chronic alcohol can lead to lasting changes in brain structure and function, contributing to cognitive decline and alcohol dependence. This results in the increased likelihood of negative outcomes when intoxicated. And we all know how somebody reacts when they're intoxicated: slurred speech, irregular sleep patterns, injuries due to impaired coordination and motor skills, alcohol-induced blackouts, aggressive and impulsive behaviors. I've dealt with all those. Effects of alcohol on mental health. Alcohol is a psychoactive substance that affects physical and mental well-being. It has some initial stimulant effects like increased heart rate, energy boost, and lowered inhibitions. However, alcohol is technically classified as a depressant as it affects the neurotransmitter, the gamma aminobutyric acid. No, the aminobutyric acid. This is when slurred speech, coordination problems, drowsiness, and slow mental process kicks in. Most of you guys know I'm a survivor of sexual abuse. Most of you guys know I'm a survivor of child abuse. And I turned to alcohol to suppress my thoughts. And it did damage to my life, my reputation, my friendships, my personal life, my everything. Yes, Robin D. Hood, I've been in her chat, yes. And I was 15. Well, I was younger than that. I was 8 or 9 when I first picked up my first drink. I was 8 or 9. And I never sat it down. Through the years, it just got worse. By the time I was 15, I would get it any way I could. Yes, we're survivors, Mo. We are survivors. When I was 30, I was at my breaking point. Every relationship I had failed. I had a breakdown in college. I walked out and quit. It got to the point in life I was sitting in my car. And you guys will hear this story many times. Okay? You guys will hear this story many times throughout my journey on YouTube as I talk about mental health and my journey through it. Because our story is important, because it's healing. And when we share it, it helps other people. For us who survive, we should share our story to let other people know that they can survive too. They can overcome any obstacle in front of them. The thing is we're afraid. We're afraid to reach out and ask for help. We're afraid. Thank you, Three Sides. A lot of us are afraid to say we need help. A lot of us are afraid to say that because we're afraid to be looked at differently. And we are different. None of us are the same. But we all have this journey called life. And why not take people along the journey with you? So, and I'm sorry for your loss. The hard thing about being sober and talking about your story and your struggles is some days you break down. Because when you're sober and you relive certain emotions and certain tragedies and certain traumas and certain and you go back into the past and you bring it out to say, hey, this is what I went through. This is what happened. And I didn't let it destroy me. It controlled me for a period of time. It almost destroyed me. It really did. It really did almost destroy me. I almost let everything that I went through take me off of a bridge. But instead, something inside me said, Eddie, you're stronger than this. Ask for help. Ask for help. And I did. I drove to a hospital instead of off of a bridge. And that was 14 years ago. And in 14 years, a lot has changed. I've gone through therapy, you know, different trials of medication, low self-esteem, mood swings. Because when you sober up, you start feeling again, and reality kicks in. And that's when you deal with the trauma, is when you sober up. And that's where the struggle comes into play, is this when you sober up. You can't deal with the trauma while you're still in that phase of being high or drunk. You got to sober up, and then you got to face the trauma. And that's the hard part. And it is hard. And I'm not going to say it's not, because if we say it's hard, then we're you've got to be honest with ourselves. That things in life can be difficult, but we got to know that we're not alone in these difficult times. And this is the reason why I decided my life's purpose is to share my story and let other people share their stories, hoping that one person will hear it and reach out for help. Hoping one person will say, thank you for opening my eyes. So I hold on just a second. So when you sober up, one thing that will change is your personality, how you are. I asked my best friend, Jesse. He's been up on my piano before. And I asked him, I said, how was I when I was an alcoholic? And how am I sober? He said, when you were drunk, you were a lot more hilarious. Sober, you're a lot more serious. And I said to him, I said, Who do you like now? He said, the sober you. I love the sober you because you're real, you're authentic. Nothing is obstructing your view in life. But what I realized is I'm very opinionated. I'm very blunt. I tend to hurt people's feelings. And I don't do it intentionally. It's just that since I've been sober, I've always been taught, say what's on your mind. Because if not, you're going to blow up in the wrong direction. Sober, I'm real and authentic. When I was intoxicated and under substance, under my mind was different. I would let people walk all over me. I would let people treat me like shit. I would let people talk down to me, and I would just accept it. And I would just drink more, and I wouldn't care what people thought. So I want to get back to this article. So I was always known for mood swings. Alcohol initially acts like a stimulant by triggering brain receptors to release dopamine, creating feelings like pleasure. However, with continued use, the brain adapts, reducing its natural dopamine production. This can lead to prolonged periods of low mood and difficulty experiencing pleasure without alcohol. Essentially, what starts as a way to feel good can eventually cause unpredictable mood swings. This can lead to a cycle of needing more alcohol to achieve the same amount of pleasure, impacting overall mental well-being. That was me. Alcohol and depression are complexly linked. Between 27 and 40% of people with depressive disorder struggle with AUD at some point in their lives. While drinking alcohol and dealing with depression can amplify each other's impact. Alcohol misuse often plays a significant role in causing these issues. Many people turn to alcohol to ease depression and lift their mood temporarily, but this can worsen mental health in the long run. This sets off a harmful cycle where alcohol use and depression feed into each other. Yeah. Everything that I'm reading, I went through. I experienced. You know what sober, what so I was 30 years old, sitting in class, criminology in college. And this girl I know, I used to talk to, it's been a few years now. We separated, like not separated, like our communications fell off. But she did this project called Victims of Child Molestation. And she gets to the end of it and she says, this is what it does to the human brain. This is what it causes. How the human brain to react. These are the symptoms. Bipolar, PTSD, mood swings, anxiety, this, that, the other thing. Yeah, I didn't get everything, but I got majority of it. And I sat in class and I broke down and that was my breaking point. That was when my drinking went from every weekend and during the week once in a while to every single day because Pandora's box got opened. Pandora's box got ripped wide open. I was having flashbacks. I didn't know what PTSD was until PTSD smacked me in the face. I didn't know what post-traumatic stress disorder was until it smacked me in the face. I was reliving my childhood all over again, and I couldn't control it. So the drinking intensified. It got worse. I was drinking a 30-pack a day. Friday nights, I'd polish off a 30-pack, you hit a bottle of liquor. Saturday was 2 bottles of liquor. Sunday, I would sleep all day until Monday morning. Go to work and repeat the same process all over again. I was just working to drink. I didn't care about life. I didn't care about nothing. I was working to drink. That's what my life was at. And then one day, I'm sitting in my car, and it was a Sunday. Not even supposed to be driving because I got no license. And I'm sitting in my car. And like I said, get help or drive off that bridge. I did it all on my own. I wish I had the right people around me, but I didn't. I did it all on my own. I reached out for help, and I took that walk. And then once I hit Riverbend up in New Hampshire, mental health facility, they took me in, and they worked with me. And I got better. And I improved. And I got stronger. And I realized I was an empath. I've been an empath my whole life and didn't know it. I didn't know what an empath was. I've always felt people's pain. But when I sobered up and I would hear other people's stories, I would feel their pain. And in some cases I could relate. Other cases I couldn't relate. But I would feel the pain. So thank you for letting me share this with you. Thank you for letting me come up here and have this channel with you guys and share the story. I really hope with this channel and the things I talk about, save somebody's life one day. I don't care to know about it because I'm not here for the joy and the thank yous and the pat on the backs and the admiration and the notoriety. I'm here because I have a story just like everybody else. I'm here because I want to help people. I'm here because I'm not the only one who's gone through what I've gone through. So and thank you, Robin D. Hood 813. I'll just call you Robin from now on. Thank you for being here, Kentucky Lee. Thank you for being here. And if you're still watching, Buck Cherry Lover, I hope you got my email address. I would really love to talk to you. So send me an email. I would really love to just listen, give you an ear, because what a lot of you don't know is I'm a really good listener. I'm a really good listener. You could call me and vent and trauma dump on me, and I will listen, not say a word. I will listen so well that you will think I'm on mute because I don't make a sound. I don't do anything. Just listen. That's a lot of us wanting somebody. Is somebody to just listen. And a lot of us don't have that. It's somebody who will just listen. You know, even if you've never been through a situation like for example, I've got friends that never went through what I went through. I wish they could just learn to listen without saying anything. Just listen. I might just need somebody's shoulder to cry on to. See, all my friends know what I've been through because I've shared my story. So they understand me. And we're still friends to this day. And the one friend said, just get over it. I had one friend tell me just to get over it. We're no longer friends. Because that's one thing you don't say to somebody. That's the worst thing you can say to somebody is just get over it. Being victimized as a child and never getting it, the therapy as a child after it happening and suppressing that memory and not treating it is not something you can get over. It affects your adulthood. It affects you who you are. You know, and I have a higher power that I look up to. Okay. And I don't talk about it here, but AA, NA, they talk about it. Outside of YouTube, I talk about it. I do. I discuss it. Okay. I don't do it here because this is strictly about mental health. Okay. Because not everybody believes in higher power. Okay. But I have one and it helps me. You know, and I open my panel to people to come up and have conversation. So if you want to click that link and come up on panel, you're more than welcome. This is the part of the live where I open up the floor to discussion. So if anybody wants to come up on panel, just click the link. If you have a question for me, ask away. I'm an open book. I don't bite. So, on another note, next Wednesday I fly to New Hampshire because on the 23rd, I have a celebration of life to go to. Um, so, yes, silence can be intimidating. Silence can be intimidating, and everything is silent. It's intimidating. So, yeah, you know, that's a good thing to do. Write it down and just, um, well, the topic was sobriety and mental health. You know, so if you want to come up on panel, you're more than welcome. And you know, in 14 years with sobriety, you can make mistakes. The link is in the is at the top of the chat. Here, I'll drop it right now. Here, I just dropped the link. How you doing?
Hey, how are ya?
Doing all right. What are the regrets?
Oh, I don't know. I always feel really embarrassed taking a link. I don't know. I'm shy.
Well, you know, this is a safe place. This
That's
is a
good.
this is a judgment-free zone. Okay,
Yeah.
here and everybody is accepted. You know what's crazy is I'm friends with a lot of people, with people who don't even like each other, but I'm friends on both sides, and I don't like drama, so I tell them leave drama at the door when they come into this community because this is about improving yourself, getting better, right? Mental
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's too much
It's
drama
been a
out there.
while. Oh my God, yeah. There's a lot of drama. And
Yes.
I'm not a creator like that, so I just kind of observe it.
I've
And
been drugged through the mud.
oh, I know. I know the story of
Yep,
everything that happened. I was there for it,
yep.
silently observing. So, but
But I
I
didn't
mean,
give up.
something
I didn't
good
give
came
up.
out of it, right? You know, you got your
Yes.
own channel and now you're doing what you want to do instead of the drama bullshit.
And the thing is, right, is I didn't let it destroy me, and it almost did.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's toxic. Whoa, that's toxic.
So talking about sobriety and mental health, right?
Yeah. I'm
So
not sober, by the way. Like I'm not in any program or anything. I go back and forth with my struggles. So I'll just be honest about that.
there's nothing wrong with honesty.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to dig personal. I don't want to get personal, okay? Um, because and let I don't get into people's personal lives unless they want to share. Okay, that's up to them. You could always write me a story, tell me your story, and I could share your story with nobody even knowing because I do that. It's called
Well, I'd
story time.
probably annoy everybody. Honestly, it's kind of like where do you start and how to. I don't want to be a panel killer, you know. I mean, like, where do you start with something like that? I turned 45 yesterday, so there's a lot of
Oh,
stories. Yeah,
you turned 45 yesterday?
yeah, I did. 45.
Okay, hold on.
Weird.
I'm 44. So how you doing? So
Oh,
you're
hey,
45.
hey, there we
Hold on,
go.
hold on,
Yep.
hold on. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Aw,
birthday to you. Happy
that's
birthday,
sweet.
Robin D. Hood. 813. Happy birthday to you and many
Thank you.
more.
Thank you. That's actually so sweet. Thank you so much.
I do that for all my members and subscribers and subs and mods and everybody.
That's
Because
kind.
I acknowledge every single person here in chat. And I try to acknowledge you outside. If you're in Discord and you're having an issue, I make an effort to acknowledge you. If you email me, I make an effort to acknowledge you. And if it's to the point where you need help and you need somebody to actually talk to, I give out my private number. Well, you know,
Wow. That's commitment right there.
well, it's
That's
the thing
real
is
commitment.
because when I do what I do, it's important to be real and authentic. Like, okay, say hypothetically, right? Right? You had
Yeah,
nobody to turn to, and I told you to turn to me on a live, right? And I'm live
right.
streaming. I said, if you need to reach out to me, and then I didn't live up to that. What kind of creator would I be?
Oh, shoot. I think I messed something up. Sorry. You okay? Am I
Yeah. So
echoing? Okay.
no, no, you're
Yeah,
good.
okay. I heard you. That's
So,
real commitment, too. Most people won't do that.
well,
And
I'm
most
not
people
most people.
don't have a lot of people to talk to, actually. Most people don't. Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't.
Not a lot of people because I didn't have a lot of people to talk to at the time.
Yeah,
I had to,
yeah.
I had to find me. I had to find me. You know, um, and I found me. I found my passion. I found what I wanted to do with my life. You know, and this is what I do. I come live and I talk about different types of mental illnesses like bipolar, PTSD, insomnia, anxiety. I even talk about things I really don't know much about, and I learn as I talk about it. Um, sometimes I learn about me every day. I come live and talk. I learn new things about myself every day because we all do. We all learn something new.
Well, if you're not learning, then in a way, you're just kind of becoming complacent and you're not really living anymore. I mean, I do love life and I love humans and there's a lot of things I love, but then there's just a lot that I just feel disconnected from. I guess now. I mean, part of it's the age, I guess, and then you just kind of get to a point where you're so isolated that you just hear yourself echoing. I,
Well,
I guess.
I don't know
I
if you
don't know.
took down my email address, Robin.
I did not.
I don't know
Did
if you.
not.
Well, it's in the description of this video.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect. All right.
my email address is, and if you ever need somebody to talk to, if you're ever going through anything, and I'm being honest, okay, send me an email. And if you need to talk and you don't want to give out your number, we could do Google Meet or Google Chat where we talk online. Where it's voice activated. Okay, or you could. What's up, Vic? How you doing? He's another person that has gone through sobriety and is an advocate for sobriety. He's been there and
Well, yeah,
done
I
that.
mean, great. Yeah. Bring him up on panel too.
Yeah. So, hey, Vic,
I mean,
if
I'm
you're
an
not
open
busy,
book.
take the link.
I'll talk about whatever, but
At least you're honest with yourself,
yeah,
and you were honest with
yeah,
me.
yeah. I mean,
A lot of
I
people are not
don't want
honest.
to really like. I don't know why you would lie about it. That's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie about it.
Well,
I've
some
got.
people
I
are
mean, I
ashamed.
started doing things at like 13, and I've had periods where I didn't want to do anything, and then I went through the whole. I always had a lot of weird pain, and I had a lot of anxiety, and I went through the 2000s, and boy, the doctors were more than happy to give out tons and tons of
Yep.
medications. And now I'm just not the same. That's what happened to my brother too. I was kind of telling Mo about him, and we all went to the same doctors. And when that doctor stopped practicing, he ended up hanging himself. When the DEA came, we
Wow.
were all kind of just scattered to the four winds, and I kept my prescription going at Kaiser until I quit on my own. I didn't go to a rehab. I weaned down. It was the most painful thing I ever experienced. And honestly, I wish I had my prescriptions back. I've tried Suboxone, and that stuff is horrible. Like, the effects of Suboxone are so much worse than the prescriptions, in my opinion. I mean,
Damn.
it wrecks you physically. It
And chronic
absolutely
pain,
worse
so you,
than, yeah. And I still have chronic pain. Like, honestly, I would just rather have my prescription back. I felt like my life
so
was
chronic
manageable
pain,
with my prescription.
a lot of people don't realize this. Chronic pain and mental health collide with each other.
True. That's what they say.
I've done a live about chronic pain and mental health
And
because
it's at
when
the
you're in
point
pain,
where I just want the pain to stop. And if that means that I'm not around anymore physically, then
don't talk
that's,
like
you
that,
know what I mean
Robin.
though? Like, I just don't want to be in pain, physical pain. That's it.
Well, I don't know you and I love you, okay? Just going to say that now.
Thank you.
So, you're a human and you matter. So,
Yeah,
and I'm here. My name's Eddie, by the way, okay? So,
I know, Eddie. I remember Jay talking to you.
yes.
You were sweet. I remember that. I caught that. I'm not a miserable
So,
person. I hope people aren't getting mad at me. I don't know. I have
no,
my.
you're you're not a miserable person, trust me. And I'd love to get to know more about you outside of YouTube. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I would love
Then
to.
yeah, I'll
Even,
send you an email. I don't check my emails too
yeah.
often, so I'll just put my cell in there because honestly, I hate checking my email. I've been in probate for a year and a half now with my mom's house, and I mean, it's just a nightmare every time I look at the emails because there's so much that I just can't,
So Christina Rain
economically
said,
take on.
Christina Rain said, "My body hurt so bad coming off pain meds, I had to smoke to control the pain, and then got
I hear
away
that too.
from that too."
Yeah, that's what led my brother to drinking, and then literally he got wet brain from it. He was in the hospital. He had some kind of an infection. He was neon yellow, and they transferred him to hospice. And this was
Okay.
after, the doctor that we all had hung himself, right? He got better and was released from hospice to go into a group home, but he was never the same. It's like his soul never came back into his body. And then he ended up ODing in a tent with fentanyl. And I mean, this was the
Oh
son of
my
a
God!
of a sergeant of a Los Angeles, sheriff sergeant's
Wow!
son. And I mean, God, my family didn't even claim him. They didn't even
Wow!
claim him. And I live with like the guilt of that. And I didn't talk to him either because like he was so mentally gone that he actually kind of scared me during that time. Like it was like looking into somebody that's not there, like they don't have a soul anymore.
Damn.
Like it destroyed him. Absolutely destroyed him. And it all started with doctors and prescriptions.
That's why I, because being a recovered alcoholic, I have an addictive personality. Okay, I know that for a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah, I could
So,
give myself that, sure. Yeah.
okay, so what I would do whenever I was in pain and I'd go to the hospital. Do you have Discord, Robin?
I'm in Clue's Discord, but I don't really understand it. Do you guys have a
Well,
Discord?
when we talk on the phone, Robin, I'll help you guide you through it. I'm tech
Okay.
savvy. I'll
All
help
right.
you work
Cool.
through it. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'll do is,
'Cause
all right.
I'm definitely a functional whatever I am. Like everything I did, I stopped doing it on my own. And then, of course, there's times when I go back into whether it's, I go on like, I'm going to drink every night for a couple months and, have a couple drinks at night. Or, I get heavy into kratom or something like that. Whatever it is, I usually have some kind of weird break that works right at the last minute to where I can still go to work every day. I may be miserable while I'm at work, but I don't miss work. I'm off right now. I took my
You know
PTO.
Christina Rain. You know Christina Rain.
I don't know Christina Rain, actually. Hi, Christina Wayne. Rain. I'm so
Christina Rain
nervous.
is in
I'm
act.
sorry.
She's in Clue's Discord.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you probably don't see me in there because I'm not very good at it. I think I posted like a picture of me at the pool. But actually, I've
So
seen your name.
Mo and
I've seen your
Company.
name, but
Mo, she said, I went to therapy for my chronic pain, and it really did seem to help. I broke my back, which left me paraplegic. She did talk
no
therapy.
way. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
So
okay.
Christina's a mod for me,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
and
Yeah, I've seen
she's a
your
mod.
name.
Yeah, she's a mod for me too. So
I'm in the bushes most of the time, but I
yep.
feel like I'm pretty, like the chat's so big. Sometimes it's like all the names kind of, you see them, but you don't know specifically from where.
I'm everywhere now.
I try not to leave too big of an imprint anywhere. You know what I mean? Like I listen when I'm at work and it helps get me through the day. And
You
that's
know,
crazy, Mo. Actually my uncle, he actually was a quadriplegic. He had a stroke at 42. That was in the 80s when they didn't have good therapy for that. And it probably could have been a lot less worse, but it turned into the what was the guy that played Superman? The
yeah.
first one.
Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, yeah. My uncle lived like that for 20 years.
Damn.
Yeah, that's hell right there. I always remind myself that I should not be bitching
Mo and
when I
Company,
hear stories like
me and
Mo and everything. Yeah, should not be
she's like,
bitching.
me and Eddie have always gone anywhere and everywhere.
That's good. I mean, why tie
Well,
yourself to one place?
yeah, you know,
There's
I
a lot
just
of territorial people out there right now.
there's only one territorial person.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I was being generous with that. You're right.
Yeah, there's one
Whew.
person that's super
That one, if
territorial.
that one needs some help, I just, yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to leave it at that. So,
Yep.
can you see chat?
I can see chat now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So the name of my channel is Well the Thing Is.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Got it.
And if you put the number 1 at the end of it, and then
Uh-huh.
you add gmail.com.
At
That's my
Gmail.
email at Gmail. Yes.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
that's my
I see
email
it.
address. Okay.
Okay. All right.
What's up, Randy Jean?
Oh my God, Mo, you were in a car accident and it was black ice. That is my fear right there. I am terrified of something like that happening. You're lucky you
So
lived. Are
Randy
you
Jean,
better now? Is Mo okay now?
oh, she's paralyzed from the waist down, but she's fine.
They weren't
She's
able to fix it at all with surgeries.
no, she still goes
Oh
through
God,
therapy.
no.
She's trying. She's fighting to. She's doing what she can.
Damn. Yeah, I don't have
She's
any
an
right
amazing.
bitching.
So Randy Jean is another friend of mine. She is a 10-year cancer survivor. She
Wow.
fought cancer for 10 years, 4 surgeries, and she's now free.
Damn. Yep, that's me, Christina. Yep. But it's with two N's, I think. Oh my God. Randy,
She
my wow. My admiration to
so
you.
I'm
I
gonna get
don't
her to
think
come.
I'd be able to handle it. Some people
I'm
can
gonna get
handle
her.
cancer.
Yep,
Oh,
I'm gonna get her to come up on panel one day and do a show talking about her her life, her life. So
you
Christina
should.
sent you a friend
That's a good
request.
story. I just accepted it, and I'm gonna just send out a text email. Well, I'm the
So
thing. The thing is right, and then number one at gmail.com.
yeah,
Okay. Test.
I get along with everybody and I respect everybody until you do me the wrong way.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that. Hold on one sec. Yeah, I'm gonna mute out really quick. Shoot, how do I do
All
this?
right.
Hang on. I might have to drop. Hold on. Shoot. What's up? I thought we were going after the main. Well, let's hope they don't. Okay. Sorry about that.
I
Are
muted
you
you
still
because
there?
you weren't muted. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to do it. I was going, oh, shoot.
Yeah, I took care of it. I heard you
Thank
talking to
you.
somebody else and I muted it real quick.
Oh, now I see it. Now I see it. Okay. Yep. That's me being experienced. We're waiting for the maintenance people to come because that's what you want to do when you take time off of work, right? Is have stuff break in the house. But at least we have maintenance to call. That's better than nothing. So, I mean, thank you for talking to me. I won't tie it up any longer. I just figured you were offering and I was being bratty and I see that so many people are struggling, and it's sad that their stories aren't platformed higher, and the drama crap is. Honestly, I guess that would be my takeaway from it. There's a lot more voices that should be heard.
Yep.
So, but I'll drop down now. If you could drop me so I can go take care of that maintenance. Did you
Okay.
get my email?
All right. Hold on. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, tell me if you got the email. Did I do it right?
Give me just a second. Let me check one more, please. Nope, it didn't come through yet.
Let me try it again.
You did well. The
Where
thing is one at gmail.com.
the thing is one.
One.
Just one, right? At
Yeah, just one.
gmail.com. Oh, I must have done something wrong when I was doing it. There, I'll just put
Okay.
my name in there with the test. All right, I gotcha. Well, it was nice talking to everybody.
Yes. And thank you
And
for
thank
coming up.
you, Christina. Thanks for sending me that invite. And thank you, Randy. And thank you, Mo. It was really nice officially meeting you. Y'all.
This community is a very open and welcoming community. So you're always
You
welcome
can
here.
see it. Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it, Eddie. Thanks for giving me a
Thank you for
platform.
coming up.
Thank you.
Always.
I'll see you around.
Yes.
Okay. Take care. Thanks.
You
Drop me
too.
down.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right.
That was amazing. Beautiful soul. So thank you, Christina. So with that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. I had a topic, and I forgot what it was. So somebody, if you remember what we talked about in Discord, well, not Discord, but yesterday's live, I had a topic for Friday, and I can't remember what it is. I'm going to have to go back to the previous live and listen to my voice because I'll be live Friday, 6 p.m. With that being said, well, the thing is out, my friends. I love you guys. I'm out.